sautez dans le bateau, monsieur le curé, là. L'eau n'a pas fini de monter.
Ça ne sera pas nécessaire, mon brave. Allez secourir les pauvres gens plus loin. Le Seigneur veille sur moi. Il n'y a rien de fâcheux qui peut m'arriver.
Vous êtes sûr?
Absolument. Allez, et que Dieu vous bénisse.
OK, sautez dans le bateau, monsieur le curé, là. On va se casser.
Non, 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 non. Vous êtes trop. Je risque de vous faire chavirer. Amenez ces gens en sécurité et ne vous inquiétez pas pour moi. J'ai pleine confiance dans le Tout-Puissant. Il me protégera comme il vous protège.
Vous êtes sûr?
Absolument. Allez, et que Dieu vous bénisse.
OK, ça suffit, monsieur le curé, là. Donnez-moi votre main, ça presse.
Non, 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 non. J'ai un petit minou au sommet de l'arbre là-bas, là. Allez vite le secourir. Et ne vous inquiétez pas pour moi. Je vous le dis, mon ami, le Seigneur Tout-Puissant veille sur moi.
Vous êtes sûr?
Absolument, absolument. Allez, et que Dieu vous bénisse. Mon Seigneur! Mais comment est-ce possible? Comment avez-vous pu m'abandonner?
Hey, le gars! Je t'ai envoyé 2 bateaux et un hélicoptère!
Yeah, ebusuafo, ye mamo nyina akwaba. Yeah, through telling time brain at work. Yeah, brain at work. Ye bedi komo kakra what you say. This is a very short discussion. Very short one, but very educative. What you say. Ye nim say through telling time and as a CSF ye sha say dey I adesua ko what you say nti moma ye nyina ye sanfa let's all get our pen and books ready. Let's all get our notebooks and pens ready. Today what we are learning is 70 verse 6 603,550 people. This is what we are learning now. 70 verses 603,550 people. Abusuya, adene nyina ne say, ye say in the Bible, ye Bible mo say, asemo. Ye say, Nyankopon a wo Bible mo no, no mind the nation of the God of the Bible is Israel. Ne sa Nyankopon a na man ye Israel no, sa Nyankopon no ontimi provide aduane e de man man. Nti in the time of Abraham, and I say Avraham, in the time of Avraham, there was famine in the land of Canaan, and Avraham has to come down to Egypt, Africa. Avraham has to come down to Egypt in Africa in order to find food to eat. So when there is a famine in the land of God, which is Israel, the peoples of God has to travel from Israel at that time, which is Canaan, to Egypt, Africa, to find food to eat. This continue like this until say ye benya papa bia ye friend Jacob and now say Yaakov. When you go to the peoples of Israel, they call him Yaakov. Correct? And they said, according to the Bible, you see, there was famine. There was famine in the time of Jacob. There was famine in the time of Jacob. And Joseph was in Egypt. And Jacob sent his 10 children. Because Joseph was already in Egypt. Benjamin was not yet born. So 12 minus 2. The answer is 10. Joseph is already in Egypt. Benjamin is not yet born. So Jacob sent 10 of his sons to go to Egypt to look for food. and to go and fetch food for their survival in Canaan, Israel, the land of the mighty God. No problem. Now, let us check the numbers of people who left Egypt. Who left Canaan to Egypt. What you say? This God, the God of Israel, the Almighty God, no. According to Bible, this God fed the peoples of Israel 40 years. Introduction, no. Yenti. You see, the God of Israel gave food to the peoples of Israel after Moses led the peoples of Israel out of slavery in Egypt. Their God gave them food for 40 years. These people did not sow, they didn't harvest, they ate free. Now, come back to the topic. 70 verses 603,550. What are these numbers? Exodus chapter 1, the verse number 1 to 5. Yanko. Exodus chapter 1. Tia. Verse 1 to 5. Or say, the sons of Jacob who went to Egypt with him, each with his family, were Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Verse 5. The total number of these people directly descended from Jacob was 70. 70 was 70. His son Joseph was already in Egypt. Into verse 5. The total number of these people directly descended from Jacob was 70. His son Joseph was already in Egypt. Chese, there was a famine, about Canaan assassin, and Jacob and his children have to go to Egypt to look for food. They were only 70. The God of Israel, the Almighty God of Israel, couldn't feed these 70 people in the land of Israel. The God didn't give these 70 people food to eat in Israel. Now, he allowed them to go into the slavery. He allowed them to go into the slavery. Only 70 people, the God couldn't feed them in the land of Israel. He was waiting for them to go into Egypt and become slave for 40 years. Oh, what kind of God is this? Which kind of God is this? This God couldn't feed 70 people. Accepted. Now, when you read the book of Genesis chapter 41, the verse number 53 to 54. Hold on, let me read it for you. Genesis 41. When I am teaching, I take my time. My problem is not to make the video short. I take my time to explain the thing. Yes. All right. Genesis chapter 41, the verse number 53 to 54. Here, let's go. The 7th year of plenty that the land of Egypt has enjoyed came to an end, and the 7th year of famine began, just as Joseph had said. Chese, now the 7th year of famine has started. There was famine in the whole world according to Bible, even in the land of Israel, Canaan, the land where the peoples of the Almighty God live. There was a famine there. Now the Bible will tell that the peoples of Egypt are idolaters. They worship idols. This is what the Bible will tell you. Bible never catch or say Egypt for no omoye abosumsum for na ayabosumsum for no so ayomokrom and aduane wo nyankopon asase no so de na aduane bi ani ho. My brother, first thing, think about this. Let's continue. Genesis chapter 42, the verse 1 to 5. Eye eho ena Jacob ena nemano omoko Egypt se won kope aduane ede edi. Correct. Otie. Eye when the God, listen way, let me take my time and do it. May part 2 oye mesho. Part 2 of this lesson oye mesho. Tieniye pa. Jacob and his children, they were 70 in all. Because of famine, they went down to Egypt and became slaves for 40 years. Now in the land of Egypt, they multiplied and became 603,555. Let me get it clear for you. Exodus chapter 12, verse 37. I will give you the Bible quotation. What you say? Memo quotation and support to the American. Exodus chapter 12. We are so focused on watching the verse 37. Let's say, till before they go to Egypt, there were only 70. The God couldn't give the 70 people food to eat. So the 70 people went to Egypt and they became slaves. They were slaves for 40 years. They multiplied up to 603,550. Get the number. Exodus chapter 12, verse 37. Or say, the Israelites set out on foot from Ramses for Sukkot. There were about 600,000 men, not counting women and children. Okay. The Israelites set out on foot from Ramses for Sukkot. There were about 600,000 men, not counting women and children. So, if the God of Israel can give these people, these 600,000 men, free food for 40 years to eat, and this same God can feed 70 people, I don't know which kind of God it is. Jamaican no, many say, Jew for no, they will try to counter what I'm trying to say. But please, when you comment on this video, either on Facebook or YouTube, provide a Bible quotation. Provide a Bible quotation. When you comment negatively, when you say that what Dakoba is saying is a lie, add Bible quotation to it. Exodus chapter 1, the verse number 5. The total numbers of the Israelites who went to Egypt were only 70. They went to Egypt because of food. The God couldn't give them food in the land of Israel. So they became slaves for 40 years. After the 40 years, now that they are going back to Israel, now they've multiplied up to 6,000 plus. Now Exodus chapter 16 will tell you that the God gave them manna to eat for 40 years. 40 years old. They were slaves. 400 years. They ate free food. 40 years. Sorry, I didn't give you the exact way. These people were slaves for 400 years. And the God gave them free food for 40 years. If this God can feed 6,000 people free food, why can't he feed only 70 people free food? And he has to wait for them to become a slave before. Which kind of God is this? Which kind of God is this, ladies and gentlemen? Or is that it is a mystery? Maybe the Koba need a spiritual understanding. And yes, I need spiritual understanding. Say Nyankopon we. You say Israel for Nyankopon. Israel for Nyankopon. Otimima Israel for no. And Israel for tam omo kwa koye nkwa ewo Egypt no mo ye nipa 70 pe. Just 70. Na eye because of hunger. And the man crofo we mo omo ko Egypt. Na sa Nyankopon we 70 people want ma mo duane ndi. Nti because of aduane ano mo ko dane akwa ewo Egypt. Omo free Egypt no ma dore bebre. Afi omo ye 603,550. And omo call back to Egypt. They were going back to Israel. And no na Bible be catch you say the God who couldn't feed 70 people, that same God is now feeding 603,000 people. Which kind of God is this? Me Bible not know. Why? The God who couldn't feed 70 people because of hunger, and they had to become a slave for 400 years. Nti Nyankopon eye die na sa Nyankopon we die age se okọ ahunahie mu ansa na obetimi yi na hu e die ekira mu enukra ye book mu coronavirus disease by President Akufo-Addo, Abraham bin Moshe, and many other individuals in the Chechebiane. Where is the God of Israel? Then some man Toma Egypt Israel for 40 good years. No. Where was the manna? And a manna no asa. Which God is this? Nyankopon Benni. God Benny. Ebusia, which kind of God is this? Yen kasanche, nimedin kan kachemu. On True Telling Time show, I don't care about the length of the video. So ocean of Facebook, ocean of YouTube. I don't care about the length. I want to make a clear lesson for anyone who is ready to look for the truth, because this is a truth telling time. Very simple. The God of Israel cannot feed 70 people. They have to go to Egypt and become slaves for 400 years. Now they are telling us that same God who couldn't feed 70 people is now feeding 6,000 men. As you just accept it. Or something, TSS Nyankopon de oya dia nimpa ontimi nti na se nti Nyankopon ya dia yem bisa na ho question yem fan sa. We will tell you that the brain is at work. Hano ba ho say the brain is at work. What you say? Abusia, we are very short. Yen kasanche. Yen na de 200 no to sponsor this program. Eye tete etia. Eye Ghana code no +233 54123 2463. So ba sponsor program we say your data o. So ba my material bio. Sisi ye set up camera. Ye nye ye ko. Hey, o ba my afutu ebia de ye no. Owo afutu bi de mama Dakoba. Sa same number ya fresh number no. Na advise Dakoba. Advise me say Dakoba. Secret bi ha check it haso. Many beje pebre. Because I don't know everything. The little I know is what I'm teaching. And I'm sure that the little I'm teaching is profiting, is helping many outside there. That is the only pride I have. What you say? Me or commandam ya check. What you say? Nti the ye can say the Almighty God of Israel couldn't feed 70 people. Exodus. That was in Canada. Exodus chapter 1. Now catch them on that for the benefit of those who have just joined the program. Exodus chapter 1 verse 5. Mami 5 verse 1. Or say, the sons of Jacob who went to Egypt with him, each with his family, were Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Verse 5. The total number of these people directly descended from Jacob was 70. Joseph was already in Egypt. Just say, these 70 people, the God of Israel couldn't give them manna to eat. The God was there looking at them to go and become slave for 400 years in Egypt. After they have been slave for 400 years, now he said Moses should go and deliver them. Moses should go and take them out of Egypt. Now they are now 603,550. It is only now that the God is giving them food to eat free for 40 years. Huh? Which God is this? The God who cannot help you win parliamentary election. Can that God help you win presidential election? The God who can help you win parliamentary election, can that God help you win presidential election? Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. We are simple. There's no comment. Can he? Ebusia, yen kasanche. What you say? Yen kasanche kra. Ti maoninda ho. Maoninda ho. What is? Maoninda ho. Through telling them CSF and obia kanono. No obia kanono. Sahatia or say CSF plus TTT is equal to wisdom. Na no correct. Senior Shahatia. Yeah. Why are pa? Why are there? What you say? Yeah, Obi Chebilante or say, I always love your teaching. Thank you, Obi Chebilante. We also love your commitment to the truth. Yeah, you are also committed to supporting the truth. Vora say hi, bro. Yeah, thank you. We see you. What you say? 70 people, because of hunger, they became slaves in Egypt. Now that they multiply up to 6,000 people, the God is now feeding them free for 40 years. How can I just believe in these stories? Ladies and gentlemen, yen kasa bebre. Yerebe si ha. Oti ase. Yerebe si ha. And then ye checki, which kind of God is this? The God who can feed 70 people. He has to wait for them to become slave. After the slavery, before he feed them there, that God must be seen off. Through telling them, brain at work. Ye damo nyina se. Se mo timi anyambre a follow jumedie no. Damo nyina se. Ochina na yebeti nsem. Ochina na punchlines na de nyina de. Ebaba. Anyumbre we de. Ara se sisi de. Just an intro. Part 2. Ebaba ochina. Ye damo se. Yeko.